again I want to say thanks, and here we are going to talk about like how can we shape our career with the Microsoft Power Automate tool. Okay, so we'll talk more about the Power Automate here. But if you have any question, right, because in the market there are a lot of tools are available, right? So if you have any questions, any doubt related to that, very well, we can discuss here. Okay, so please feel free to ask as many as questions you have. Then we'll move to the next slide. So before discussing anything, okay, before discussing anything related to the Power Automate, right, I want to explain this slide to you people here. Okay, so here I want to explain the difference. So I want to explain this the difference between the legacy technologies versus the RPA technologies. So what do you mean by legacy technologies, right? So it's called as a model view controller versus the RPA. So the legacy technologies are the scripting language, okay, or we can say any back end thing, front end thing, right? It's called as a legacy technologies, maybe VB JavaScript, uh, and any other things basically. Okay, so nowadays, if you want to get a job into the software industry, right? What do you want to do basically, right? You should have the knowledge of all the things like front end, back end, then database integration, right? Then only the organizations are ready to hire such people basically. So it is called as a full stack developer, right? So if you have all this knowledge, then you can join into the software industry, right? But if you see into the market, right, uh, how many roles are available there, or how many vacancies are available there, rather than I can say how much demand is there into the market for such technologies, right, versus how many people are available into the market. So if you see, right, there are a lot of people are available into the market with such skill actually. So demand is less but supply is more, right? So even though you are going to get a job in this particular field, right, there is no guarantee like you will get satisfied with all the dreams basically. Okay, but on the opposite side, on the opposite side, right, if you are going to start your career, or if you are going to learn the RPA, right, so you will be with the trained in the latest technology. So RPA is trending into the market, right? There are a lot of reasons out there. Maybe we will discuss those things like maybe after few minutes. So into the market, right, a lot of RPA tools are available. Those tools can be used to automate any kind of task basically. We'll talk more about it. So nowadays, the industries are looking for the automation, not only the software industry, okay? Not only the software industry, it can be any industry which is existing to the market. It might be the banking, finance, insurance, hospitality, healthcare, petroleum, oil and gas, automobile, mechanical, electrical, chemical, any industry which is existing to the market, they are looking for automation, okay? So just imagine, okay, so just imagine, right, how much the demand is available into the market, right? But on the other hand, there are less people, okay, there are less people available into the market with such skills. So just imagine if you are going to learn the RPA, right, you will be always with the trend in the latest technology, right? You will be always in trend with the latest technologies. And if you are going to job into the RPA, right, I can tell you, or I can guarantee you, right? You will be get satisfied your all the things, maybe position point of view, maybe compensation point of view, right? So that is the reason nowadays people want to learn the RPA. Okay, so this is the small difference between the legacy technologies versus the RPA technologies. So now maybe we can move to the next slide. So normally when we are talking about the robotics, right, the hardware robot will come in front of us, right? The hardware robot will come in front of us basically. But here, whatever we are going to talk, right, we are going to talk about the software robot. So what is a RPA? RPA is a robotic process automation, right? So what do you mean by this robotic process automation? The process can be done, right, without Okay, so please be on mute if you are not going to speak. Okay, so what do you mean by robotic process automation? The any task, okay, the any task which is done by the robots without the human intervention, it's called as a robotic process automation. So here we don't require the human intervention. The task can be done by the robots only. So here we are going to talk about the software robots. Okay. So normally, what do you mean by robotics? Robotics means those are the entities which will mimic the human actions. Means whatever the task was done by the human, it will be taken care by the robots. What do you mean by process? Process means any task. Okay, it might be the any task, or I can say it's a meaningful uh, activity which will give some desired output. It's called as a process. And automation means, I think automation is not a something new word. A lot of people are aware about this automation word. So automation means is any process which is done by a robot without the human intervention. It is called as a automation. Right. So this is about robotic process automation. Now we'll move to the next slide. But this slide I'm keeping for those people who are from the testing background, basically. Okay, it's from the software testing background. But today we don't have any representation for the software testing, so I will escape this slide basically. Now we will move to the very important slide, like who can learn the RPA, right? Because a lot of people are coming to us with such type of question like, can I learn the RPA, or who is the right candidate to learn the RPA basically, right? So I have listed top four questions here. So people are coming to us and they are saying, I don't have the programming knowledge. Can I learn the RPA? Definitely, definitely, because here we no need to write a line of code like the developers are writing, right? This is a this is a low code and no code platform. Even you will feel into the demo as well, right? So there is no such constraint basically. Okay, then we'll go to the next point. I'm a fresher and want to start my career as a latest technology in the market. Will I get a job as a RPA developer? So I want to add one more point here, that not only the jobs are available for RPA developers, so a lot of job roles are available here, like RPA tester, RPA business analyst, RPA support, RPA bot monitoring, right? RPA project manager. So a lot of roles are available uh, into the RPA. So based on your experience, based on your interest and past experience, also you will be able to get a job. And now we will move to the next point. Even not only the freshers, right? A lot of lateral peoples, right? Even 5 years of experience, 10 year of experience, 15 year of experience, right? Those people want to learn the RP and they are coming to us and they're asking such questions like, I'm working on an old technology, right? Is really RPA will help me to upskill as per the market requirement? Definitely, there is a no question about it. Here I want to give the my example. When I was having a 9 year of experience, right, at that time I started learning the RPA basically. Okay, so there is no such constraint. After that I started working into the RPA. So there is a lot of difference between what I was doing previously, what I'm doing currently, what I'm gaining previously, what and but now I'm gaining. Okay, and the last but not least, does RPA offer better growth and package? 101%, I can say. Okay, there is no question about it. If you want to Google, you can do the Google. If you want to ask your friend, colleagues, relative, anyone, and just ask about what is the potential in R. Okay, so this is about this slide. So I have explained 2 to 3 slides. Any questions so far from anyone? So make the session interactive basically. Okay, so I will be also get interested to explain the things very better way. So please make the session interactive. Any question? No? Okay, fine. No worries. Maybe once we move ahead, you people will ask few questions, right? So here we are going to talk about the Power Automate. Okay, so Power Automate is one of the leading market RPA tools basically, right? This tool can be used to automate the processes, right? And then we'll move to the next thing. As I said, into the market, okay, there are a lot of tools are available. Okay, a lot of tools are available to automate the task, right? So here we will talk why Microsoft Power Automate. Why not A tool? Why not B tool? Why not C tool? Right? Why we want to go for the Power Automate? Right? So if you see, right, the Power Automate, right, it's gaining its pace very fastly. They are spreading into the different industry in a very what I can say peak point actually. Okay, so why there are a lot of reasons are available here, because Power Automate tool is from the Microsoft. Okay, and what they have the strategy, they have started giving this tool free of cost. Okay, not all the features, but lot of important features they have started giving to the people with their OS. Okay, operating system. So it is available freely, first of all, right? And if you want to go for advanced features, right, if you want to go for the advanced features like AI builder or something, right, people have to pay very negligible amount if you want to use those features, like $5 per month or $10 per month based on the requirement, right? But on the other hand, if you see other RPA tools, right, they are much costlier, right? They are much costlier, right, in as compared to the Power Automate. So cost is very important factor for any organization to implement anything new or to work on any kind of technology, right? So that is one of the reason where Power Automate is gaining his speed very fast. Also, it having the all the capabilities, right, which having other tool into the market, right? So it's not the case like they are giving it free means it don't have the that much capability, or it having the less capability, right? So that is not the case, and everyone is aware, like if it's something Microsoft is promoting, right, it will be a top notch technology into the future, right? So that is the reason, the UiPath, sorry, that is the reason this RPA Power Automate is leading into the market. And if you see like Gartner report or the Forrester report basically, okay, so they are the very famous agencies in US and Europe. They are doing the study of the latest technology and trends basically, right? So in their report they have mentioned the Power Automate, right, will lead into the future, right? So that is the reason people want to learn this technology, and industry also started adopting this technology, and they are looking for the professional who knows this RPA Power Automate. Okay, then we'll go to the last slide. Okay, after that I will show you the demo. So RPA advantages. Why the industry want to use the RPA? Okay, so there are a lot of advantages are there, but few important advantages I have given here. First one is the increased productivity. So as a human, right, we are working for 8 to 10 hours, right? Within that also we'll take tea break, coffee break, lunch break, dinner break, any other breaks as well, right? Also we'll work for 5 days in a week. In addition to that, we'll go for any sick leave, privilege leave, right? But that is not the case with the robots. It will be available 24 by 7, 365 days without any break. And also there is a difference between the productivity that humans are working for 8 to 10 hours and the bots are working for 8 to 10 hours, that I will show you into the demo. Next point, improved quality assurance. Okay, improved quality assurance. So while working any kind of task as a human, we can do any kind of mistake. Okay, we can do any kind of mistake, and that might be a very costly mistake from the organization point of view, right? But that is not the case with the robots. It will give you 101% accurate result each and every time. Next one is a better management capability, right? So it having a centralized platform where we can manage the bots, we can schedule the bots, right? We can implement the machine. So it having this centralized management capability where we can monitor the things, whatever is running into the production. And the last but not least, the coding knowledge, as I said earlier, here we required a very, very basic or limited coding knowledge, right? Which will help us to automate our task, right? So this is about the theory I want to mention here, right? So Any other point from anyone want to discuss here? Or maybe before that, like going for the demo, I want to explain this slide. Why emergent tech basically, right? So we are in pioneer in RPA since 2016. Whatever the syllabus we have designed, right, it as per the industry standard. So even though you are a fresher or you are experienced, right, you are right, and you want to switch it, right, you people won't face much challenges while the implementation. And during our sessions, right, we'll take the live scenario, industry based scenario, right? So whatever the people are working in the industry, right, the same thing the field or the you can observe such things actually. Then maybe I will explain this things into the latter part of our demo. Okay, but before going for demo, any question from anyone? No. Okay, fine. No worries. So now we will go for the demo. And before going for the demo, I want to tell you the problem statement, what we are going to automate. Okay. So this is my website actually, like mygov.in. So what I want to do, I want to go to this website. Okay. I will just explain manually first how the task be happening, right? What is the task we have to automate, and then we'll go for the automation. So as a manual task, okay, as a manual task, what we have to do basically, we have to go to this website. This is my Jovi government website basically. From this website I want to capture the COVID data, right? So state name, total confirmed cases, pure discharge, migrated cases, death cases, along with this URL as well. Even though those URLs are not visible to us directly, then we'll put this all the data into the Excel. After putting this data into the Excel, right, what I'm going to do, I will send this information via email to the respective person, right? So this task I want to automate. So can anyone tell me, if you want to automate this task, how much time we require to automate this task? Just a wild guess. Any idea from anyone?
Might be 1 week required in other coding
Correct,
languages.
correct. Right. And there is no guarantee. There is no guarantee like it will give the 101% result or not, right? But on the other hand, if you want to automate it with the help of uh, Power Automate, right? It won't take more than 5 minutes. Okay, it won't take more than 5 minutes by explaining UP. Okay, so I will explain you, and also I will build the scenario as well, right? Then then we'll talk one more point here. If you want to do this thing manually, okay, like if the person is there, all right, and the person is doing this task manually, at least it will take 2 to 3 hours, okay, to capture all the data, right, along with this URL. At least it will take that much amount of time, right? But if you execute it with the help of RP, it will take just few seconds. I can say just 20 to 30 seconds it will take. So just see the productivity difference, right? What we are doing manually and what being done with the help of RPA. So now what we will do, we'll move forward, and I will show you the day. Okay. So basically this is a Power Automate, right, desktop version. So I will go, I will click on the new project, and I will give the name. So maybe we'll mention COVID data. Okay. Click on the create. So it will create a blank project for us. Okay. So let it open. Okay, so it will uh, making the things ready for us. So it will generate a lot of dependencies file into the background. So it will take few seconds. Now we are ready. Okay. So now we have to start building our automation. So here we are having this recording feature is available. Okay. So click on the record. I just clicked on the record. After that, we have to open the browser, right? So here we have to go, and just we have to select which browser we have to open: Edge, Chrome, Firefox, or Internet Explorer. So I will select the Chrome. So I have selected the Chrome browser. Okay. After that, I will start the recording, and now I will enter the URL. Okay. Which URL I want to enter here? So I want to enter this URL. Okay. So I have entered this URL here. What is the next step? The next step is here I want to capture the state name. Okay, so I will just click on the first step. This is my first step, and it will give the result in a tabular format. Okay, so here I will say what I want to extract. I want to extract the state name. So I extracted the test. Then I will go and I will perform the same step for the second record as well. Okay, so you people will say if you want to extract the data for all the state, right? Then do we have to click on all the step? No, we have to just show it twice so that so that it will understand the pattern. It will understand the pattern in which pattern it has to gather the data. So now you can see it is highlighting, right? So it highlighting means it will capture this data. After that, we have to capture this total confirmed cases. So go here, right click, and just select the first value. Right? Then it will understand like I want to take all the values from here. So just see how the tool is powerful. Then we'll go to the next. Okay. See, now it has taken the all the data for pure death or pure discharge market. Same thing we can do for the death cases. Okay, I did for the death cases. Then we'll do for the URL as well. So you can see the URL is not visible to us directly, but it has the capability like it will take the URL as well. Okay. So now what is the next step? We have to we have captured the data. Then I will just click on the done because we are done with capturing the data. Okay. In addition to that, it has created each and every steps by default. Okay. Now the next step is we have to write into the Excel. Okay. We have to write into the Excel. So we have to add the actions from here. Like what actions we have to perform. Okay. So first we'll launch the Excel from here. Launch Excel. So I'm going to launch the Excel here. Okay. Here we will say, okay, I have the file. Okay. So I will select this option and I will select the file from here, right? In which file I want to write. So I have the file here. Okay. I have the file here. This file is there. I will select this file, right? And click on the save. After that, we have to write into the Excel. So we'll mention write to Excel workbook. Here we have to give the what value we have to write, okay, in that particular Excel. So when it taking the data from the application, it will create some variable as a data table. See, it has created this data table variable. Select, and here we have to select currently active cell. Okay, so whatever the active cell is there, it will start writing from there. Click on the save. Right. So now it will write into that particular Excel. What is the next step? We have to send an email. So if you want to send an email, so normally Outlook being used into the industry. Okay, it might be any industry, right? Outlook, Microsoft Outlook being used. So here we'll use the Microsoft Outlook. So it will open the Outlook, launch Outlook means it will open that Outlook, and then we have to send the mail. Okay, then we have to send the email. Okay, after. So here we have the option send email message. Okay? Send email message. Here we have to give the account, right? Which account, which Microsoft Outlook account you have to use for this purpose. So I will give my account here. I'm not using the Microsoft account, but I have linked my Gmail account to the Outlook, so it will use the Outlook. Okay. Then here I'm using this account, and now we have to give the to CC BCC subject line. So even though you are from software industry or any industry, everyone is aware about the email functionality. So I will give the to ID. Then we can give the CC BCC, right? At the same time, we have to give the subject as well. So I will give the COVID report, and then body. So I will mention hello team. Please see the attach COVID report. Okay, and then we'll mention thanks robot. Okay, and then we have to attach the file also. So whatever the data we are writing into the file, right, that file we have to attach. So I will browse it. Okay, then we'll select the file and then click on the save. That's it. Okay, that's it. So by using this 4 to 5 simple step, right, we are done with our automation. Okay, we are done with our automation. So now what I will do, I will run this project. Okay, save this, right, click on the save. It will save your project, and just click on the run. Now I have clicked on the run, right, so it started executing. So you can see it started. Now it is picking the data from the your application. After that, it will put into the Excel file, and it will send the email also. So you can see the process is completed. Okay, the process is completed. And now let me show the output as well. See, this is my output. I just received this email. You can see the timing as well. And let me open this report. So you can see we got all the required data here into the Excel file via email. So you can see the whole process, right? The whole process has been done within a few seconds, I can say. Okay, within a 20 to 30 seconds, the process has completed, right? So maybe you got little bit flavor, right? How it works and how it is powerful actually. Okay, so I have shown you the demo as well. So now it's your turn to ask the question.